this whole idea of this installation came from another installation, another memorial I'm making in Sri Lanka. Now that you asked about the people in the power, because this is going to give you some picture of what this thing is about. Like during that time is 1988 and 91, in a village in the deep south of Sri Lanka, 39 school children were abducted and murdered. And because there was this kind of pro-Marxist group fighting for power. But these 39 children were, as I have realized, when I researched into it, they are innocent people, between 17 and 19, no, 16 and 19. So the mothers of these children got together, especially the parents, made a strong union. And I was in the United States doing my master's at that time, but I also heard this story, and I used the incident for my master's thesis. So we will come why I'm telling you this later on. So in 1994, the present president was running for office, and these parents supported a lot to come into power. And then the parents made the president promise that she will make a memorial for their children. So, and in 1993, I got home from the United States, and then this idea of the memorial came, and it came into my hands because I was already working on that. So in 1994, I showed an installation called Shrine in Colombo in an exhibition organized by one of our independent curators here, Shamini Pereira. And this shrine later on went to Fukuoka. And when this whole project came in, what I did was I converted this installation into a memorial. And it is a 12-foot high mound, a 12 feet high mound with a chamber inside. Because, in Sri Lanka, when we make these round pilgrimages, as kids we were told that you always see these mounds, ancient mounds, with pillars jutting out, stone pillars. We are always told that there is something very important about history in these mounds. So I took that experience and created this mound with a chamber inside. So it's like an archaeological dig. Inside the chamber you get 39 pedestals and 39 heads, and it's called the Shrine of the Innocents. It will be open next month. In doing that, at one point, what I did was I gathered all the parents and made them make clay pebbles with the impressions of their hands upon which these pedestals will go on. Because these parents could never give their kids a decent funeral. They were abducted, and then they don't know what really happened. Some still believe that they are somewhere, but we know that they were all half burnt, half killed, and then burnt on tires. So in a ceremony, in the schools that these children studied, I gathered all the parents and made them write an inscription on a wet clay tablet that will go on the walls of the memorial, and made these clay pebbles that will make a bed of clay pebbles upon which the pedestals are coming. And it is in that ceremony I first get this idea of the journey, because to that ceremony most mothers, especially mothers, came wearing white saris as if they were going to a temple and carrying photographs like that. It is from this experience that this whole idea of this thing came on. And this memorial is funded by the Presidential Commission, by the present president. So in a way the government is taking some interest, or major interest in creating certain atmosphere against or sustaining violence, against violence. So do not expect from you to understand all the complicated symbolism and the meanings and the critiques that I try to make in this installation, but I think this basic idea of suffering and its justification by way of traditional belief is the idea on the surface, the message on the surface, which I think if you try to make a dialogue with this work, you will always get it, even without my assistance to you, because the only thing that is difficult for you to understand is the Yantragala and its prominence and its place in history. When I had Paddy here, when I invite, when you ask to come in, you're supposed to circumambulate this, go around this. But in Sri Lanka, we consider walking on paddy is sacrilegious. You don't do that. But but you had to do it in the gallery to see the paintings and this. And then they were kind of fussing and kind of complaining and all that. Then I asked him, turn around and asked them, okay, we could kill 60,000 people. But you're so worried, so worried to walk over this thing on paddy. So that is one thing. There was this problem, but somehow or other, the art audience in Colombo, they somehow won't get into it. But some religious people did not like it. They thought we get this thing like, we unduly criticize tradition. But as you see, I'm not unduly criticizing it. I'm trying to resurrect it. Like, for something like that, they think it's not appropriate to do. Putting weapons in the flower altar. But my intention is not doing that, putting weapons in the flower altar, but I'm in the flower altar already, which you don't see, which I kind of have seen it, trying to make it clear. Yeah, there are people who don't really hate it. So they think it's, disturbing,
Then you get your response from them?
Yeah, because I am as much a Sinhalese and a Buddhist as they are. So I think I have my right to do it and they have the right not to like it. But the people in the power, like politicians, they don't bother, they don't care about it. They don't really say it.